Hello, everyone, and welcome to the It Just Works podcast. I am Ryan, and today we're going to be talking about Halo 1. So, I kind of wanted to do a retro review for Halo 1, or, Halo Combat Evolved. The game is almost 20 years old come next year, and I just think it's insane. And I kind of just wanted to do this game first before I do like a grand Halo episode. Mainly because it's really the game that got me to love video games. Like I loved, I grew up before playing Halo 1, Super Mario 64, Ocarina of Time, the Pokemon games. But, in 2001, I moved to a new neighborhood. I got new neighbors, became friends with them, lifelong friends. They're like families to me till this day. And they had an original Xbox. I didn't know what it was. I knew nothing of it. They were nice enough to let me play it. And I remember playing Halo and just immediately falling in love with the game. It was like something I've never experienced before at that time. And I just immediately fell in love. And, just landing on the ring. You work your way to save a few sets of Marines and then give you a Warthog. And I just remember we were driving around in the Warthog and it's just like, how big is this game? Because like I said, at the time, I haven't really played anything like crazy. I've played some incredible games, but nothing to the level of Combat Evolved and what it showcased. I mean, till this day, like the music is just like, it's like triggers. If you hear somebody playing the game, I'm like, oh, I know what mission they're on, or I know where they're at in this mission. It's just, I've played the game so much, so it felt right to start here with Combat Evolved. So I want to take it away by starting to talk about the campaign. The campaign is great. There's a lot of fun missions. There's a lot of things going on. The story is basically, at the time when this came out, we didn't know every little detail, but you're getting chased by aliens and they have to wake a super soldier in his cryo chamber. So they wake him up, it's Master Chief, of course, as you learn, and then you play as this character. He's just a really badass looking dude in a green suit of armor, and you have to go to the bridge, talk to Captain Keyes. He gives you Cortana, and he says you need to escape the ship, the Pillar of Autumn. So you go ahead and do that, and then you land on this massive ring, which is still just crazy to see at the time in this game. And then you land on it, and then you're exploring it. And obviously it isn't like an open world game, but it was still pretty open, I would say. And it was just crazy to play that game. And some of the missions are just insane, like assault in the control room. You're literally like in a Pelican coming down in a corridor. You land, and you're going through all these Forerunner, which you don't really know they're Forerunner. But all these structures, and then all of a sudden you're in an ice world, and now you're just fighting on the snow. So it's pretty crazy too, because like the mission before that, Silent Cartographer, and you're basically doing like a D-Day-esque drop off with the Pelicans, and it's just insane. And the story's good. It's obviously about surviving what has happened to you and your crew, and then you have to save Captain Keyes. You later learn more. There's way more to the ring than it's just being some random world. The game's been out for almost 20 years, but I don't want to ruin it for potentially anybody who's hasn't played it. So I'll pretty much leave it at that. The campaign's amazing. So much replayability in it, and just the vehicles, just the sandboxes, the enemy types you get to fight, especially later on in the game. There's just a lot of great atmosphere to the way they built that game, whether it's massive open world-ish, areas, like I said, on Assault and Control Room, even Silent Cartographer when you're outside on the island. It's just crazy. And then obviously later on in the game, you experience a new enemy type, and it creates a whole different aspect that I definitely didn't expect. I don't think it's too much of a spoiler, but I'll talk about the library real quick. And I remember being a kid playing on the library with my friends. And I'm pretty sure they used to make fun of me because I was pretty scared at first of that mission. It was just terrifying when I was a kid. Obviously, I got over it, and now it's like one of my favorite missions. But definitely some good times. Like I said, all of us in the neighborhood, we played together on their Xbox, of course. So we would have like neighborhood parties. We would play against each other. I'm pretty sure we did System Link like once or twice, but mainly we just played 4-player, split screen, and we all shared the controllers and whatnot. And honestly, it's like some of my favorite moments from childhood. Just amazing people, and I definitely hold Halo Combat Evolved dear to my heart because of that. Just all the fun we had. The multiplayer is fun. The maps are great. Obviously, the vehicles make it really fun. You got to capture the flag, King of the Hill, Slayer, your typical, just, eliminate the enemy team. Just some of the most iconic maps in gaming today. So that's pretty much where the multiplayer is. It's very great. I'd move on to the weapons. So you got your assault rifle, sniper rifle, Magnum, which is the Magnum is one of the most OP guns in gaming history. I was playing I remember recording this. I was playing Halo Combat Evolved in the MCC, so I was playing online, and we were on Hang 'em High, which is one of the best levels ever. And I'm just slaughtering fools from across the map with a Magnum, and it's just, you can literally just 3-shot somebody, and it's so easy to do, but it's so satisfying at the same time. So definitely some great weapons. I mean, the shotgun is basically a sniper. You can pretty much take out anybody with that thing. The plasma pistol, it's great. When you shoot people, it kind of like slows them down, and then you can just like beat them down. The assault rifle, you can just run and gun with that thing. It's incredible. The rocket launcher, just, oh my god, it's ridiculous. In the PC version, they added a flamethrower and the fuel rod from the campaign. So there's a couple extra weapons that we get, obviously, on the PC version, or now today MCC, which isn't the original Halo. It's actually the PC version. You got the Banshee, you got the Scorpion, the Warthog, which is probably the coolest vehicle ever, besides the DeLorean. Definitely biased there. So definitely a lot of amazing things that go with the sandbox, weapons and vehicles. Just so much to offer, and so many different ways to play. You start off every mission with certain weapons, but obviously as you play, you can pick up new ones or just keep the ones you love, and you'll find ammo. Real quick, touching on the campaign one more time, one of the best things about the early Halos is if you on most levels, if you look around or like go through like nooks and cracks, you will find like on Assault and Control Room, if you're going down the hill and you're going across the bridge, before you do that, if you go to the far right when you're in the tunnels, there's like 3 dead Marines, and they got rocket launcher ammo, sniper ammo, just ammo for all of your weapons. And it's like those kind of things like really stood out to me as a kid, and even till this day when I play the missions, it's just so fun to like see what else you can find. Like you can find active camo on some levels, just like a ton of stuff. There's always something to find when it comes to weapons and ammo, so you can always play however you want, especially with the vehicles they give you, until like you get into a tight corridor, because obviously you can't take a Scorpion in there. It's like I really feel like Combat Evolved was ahead of its time. Even the AI is really fun to fight against. They're not just like standing still. They're not always stationary in the same spot. They do have different spawns sometimes. But depending on how you approach the fight, the AI will act a little differently. One of the most common things you'll notice when you play is if you kill a Covenant Elite, who's usually the leader of the squad, if you kill him, all the grunts, the cannon fodder, the little guys, they'll run away screaming. And you'll even hear them say, like, leader's dead, like, run away. And it's very cool to hear that dialogue, because you know that you've killed their leader and they're going to run away, and they separate, which makes them even easier to kill because, on higher level difficulties, those guys grouped up together, they're going to throw a bunch of nades at you, and if they're all shooting you with the same gun, it could do a lot of damage. So it's definitely fun to see that dynamic with the AI, and then some enemies you'll see later on, like the Flood. Just really cool enemies. The idea of not spoiling this kind of sucks. I want to talk about it so much, but I'll leave it there. And then, you can move on to the sound effects. Like, all the guns sound phenomenal, and they really have a certain meat to them, like a weight, to when you're firing them. They sound really great. The plasma rifle, plasma pistol, needler, fuel rod, they all sound extremely futuristic and really cool. They just did such a good job with the sound effects in this game, whether it's the ambient noise or just, the Covenant themselves and the sound effects they make, and the Flood and the Sentinels and the vehicles, of course. The Warthog just sounds like your typical Jeep or Hummer, but in a very good way, of course. The Scorpion just sounds amazing. The Banshee sounds really cool. I would say sound effects is kind of like a no-brainer. It's just really, really cool. But even though we have all of that, I would say the thing that stands out the most is the music. The music by Marty O'Donnell and Michael Salvatore is just some of the most iconic music till this day, and it's just insane. Like, almost everybody in the world, if they've played video games, if they're on the internet, if you play the Halo theme song, I would probably say 8 times out of 10, people are going to know, I've heard that before. They might not know exactly what it's from, but they've probably heard it. And it's just that theme song, when you turn the game on and you're on the main menu, and the original Halo Combat Evolved screen was flying around the Halo ring in space. It's just like, when you hear that, like, it's about to get real. Shit's about to go down. And just the music in general, though, like I said before, when you're playing the campaign, you'll have these big open spaces, so you have like this grand epic music, like you're in a movie, but you also have these dark scenes and these dark corridors you go in, so the music gets super moody. I would just say Marty O'Donnell and Michael Salvatore really it's seriously probably the best video game soundtrack there is. There's so many great composers out there, so that's really obviously a tough one to say, because you got people like Koji Kondo, who did the Super Mario soundtracks, and so many other games. He's incredible too, but when it comes to Combat Evolved, I don't think anyone can talk about it without thinking of the music, the theme song, and it just really stands out. And as of late, Master Chief Collection came out in 2014, so the game was able to be played on the Xbox One. But before I continue with that, it also was re-released for the 10th anniversary as an anniversary edition. So it got like brand new graphics. It looked really cool. Not as moody as I would have liked, like compared to the original. It was a lot brighter, and definitely got rid of some of the tone that the original game had. But the graphics at the time, when it got re-released or remastered, looked incredible. They used the Halo Reach engine for a lot of the stuff, so the Marines look cool. The weapons look great. The sound effects for the guns sound even better, though. Like the sniper, just, oh my god. Go listen to the sniper from Combat Evolved Anniversary. It just sounds like a beast. Like you could take out a jet with one bullet. It's just crazy. So they re-released that, or remastered that, for the 10th anniversary. And then in 2014, Halo MCC came out. So we were able to play it again. But for the first time for console players, you can actually play Halo Combat Evolved online. As I said earlier, it was the PC version of it, but there's so many people out there who had never had a chance to play with their friends, or maybe they haven't even played the game yet. Maybe they started with Halo 2, Halo 3. So it was like kind of incredible to see some people's reactions to Combat Evolved multiplayer, because like I said, we grew up with it. We were playing it when we were kids, but now when everyone's like in their 20s and they're like, oh my god, I've never played this. It was really fun to see their reactions. And then to jump forward to today, we recently got Halo 3 on the PC. Finally, we get to finish the trilogy. There's so many fans out there that deserve this moment. But for us console players, it's also a new season on the MCC. It's called the Season of Spark, like 343 Guilty Spark. almost all of the actually I think all of the cosmetic rewards in this new 100 reward season is Combat Evolved skins. So you can get, if you complete a season challenge where I think it's like 300 something kills with an assault rifle on heroic or legendary, you get a gold assault rifle skin. So if that's ever been something you were curious about, now's your chance to play Combat Evolved. You can go through the entire game again and actually complete challenges. With MCC, you can do par score, so you can earn score and see who gets the highest score in missions. You can do par time if you're a speedrunner. But to be able to do challenges and unlock earn experience and unlock points to unlock more rewards, it's kind of crazy. It gives like the game a whole new level of life that it never had before. I mean, like I said, there's a ton of replayability with it, but now if you do these challenges and these unlock these rewards, you can go to multiplayer with a gold assault rifle, gold sniper rifle or shotgun, even Magnum. All of them. Like every gun in the game now for Combat Evolved has some sort of skin to it, and it's just really cool to see. It's a little goofy, I won't lie. Like even you can change the visor color of your Spartan. It looks a little goofy, but in the game it doesn't. So the customization screen, they remade all the models in Unreal Engine 4, and it looks cool for what they've done. But in the game, like all the cosmetics look really, really nice. And then at tier 11 of the new season, you can unlock Park Ranger. It's literally a warthog that looks like the Jurassic Park one. Wow. It's not a Jeep. It's actually a Ford. Is it a Ford Explorer? Anyways, it looks like the Jurassic Park vehicle. Like literally the same thing, but it's a warthog. So when you play multiplayer and you get in the warthog, it's going to have your skin on it. So could you imagine playing on Blood Gulch and like there's a bunch of Jurassic Park looking warthogs, or like a gold ghost? The guy's got like a pink sniper rifle. Just like crazy stuff that we haven't seen before, and it's really cool to see a game that's almost 20 years old still get this kind of love and treatment, because it gives it a whole new life. And there's so many new fans of Halo and Xbox and PC as well. And people that want to play it on Steam, now they can, and on the Xbox Live service, and they can do all these challenges and unlock all these rewards. And it's really mind blowing to see how far this game has come. And that's why I kind of want to do like a retro review, because it's kind of like going over how this game's legacy is continuing till this day with challenges and rewards. And it's really cool to see, because the game deserves it. I still believe it was way ahead of its time. Not graphically, I would say. Excuse me. If you go back and play it, yeah, the graphics are a little bit on the sad side, I would say. It doesn't look terrible for a game that came out in 2001, but it's definitely not going to be your favorite game graphically. I can tell you that much. Unless you're into that, then hey, more power to you. And people love Minecraft, and besides the texture packs, it still looks like it did when it came out, and people cherish that game, which it is a good game. So I definitely wanted to talk about where it is now compared to when it came out in 2001. And it's just mind-blowing, like I said, to just to see how far this game has come and to see all these new fans. And it's really nice to see, because I cherish that game. It's probably my favorite game of all time. My favorite Halo is Halo Reach, because there's so much in that game that I've always wanted. But nothing beats Combat Evolved, as a whole. And so that's why I kind of wanted to review it real quick, just kind of talk about it, and kind of get people's thoughts. What do they think of Combat Evolved? Does it not hold up? Is Halo 2 your favorite? Maybe Halo 3, ODST, Halo 4, Halo 5. Maybe you're more of a Halo Wars fan. More power to you. But I definitely wanted to go over my personal favorite video game of all time. Like I said, it's Halo Combat Evolved. You really can't go wrong. That's why I would give this game, as it sits today, I would give the original a 9, But the MCC version of the Master Chief Collection version of Halo Combat Evolved, I'd give it a 10. I really don't think there's anything wrong with it. I don't think they could have done a better job. I'm just mind blowing. I mean, if they really wanted to take it up a notch, if they could find out a way to add 4-player co-op, in Halo 2 and Halo 1, then that'd be the greatest thing ever. Because honestly, that's all I can really think of for those games. But I'm hoping to continue on this trend of adding cosmetics just for fun for these classic games. Like, I would love to see what they do with Halo 2, maybe even Halo 3. As I said already, Halo 3 just came out on Halo Master Chief Collection for computer. This new season update is out for console players as well. They fixed a lot of the sound effects for Halo 3, so it's more like its original sound, which is great. The hit registration is a lot better on the console. There's just so many challenges you can do across almost all of the games. Most challenges are across every single game. So if you like just doing PvE stuff, if you just like fighting the AI, doing firefight or campaign missions or Spartan Ops, you can do those and unlock a lot of rewards. Or if you're just multiplayer, there's that for you as well. So definitely keep an eye out on that. I hope you guys really enjoy this review of Halo. It's very quick because, well, I don't think there's really anything wrong with it. Obviously, if someone disagrees with me, please let me know. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Just a couple of things real quick about Xbox in general. They just announced today that Xbox Project xCloud will be implemented coming September into Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. So it launches in September, but if you have Ultimate like I do, you get xCloud for free, and you can look up YouTube videos, but xCloud has been doing great. You can play Master Chief Collection on your phone, tablet, and you can link up your controller on Bluetooth, and you can play it. You can play Halo on your phone, which is something I've always wanted to do, is to play Halo on a mobile device or a Nintendo console, which you can do too if you have a jailbroken Nintendo Switch. So keep an eye out on that. Game Pass Ultimate's really worth your time. It's only $15 a month right now. I'm pretty sure price is going to change with the implementation of Project xCloud. So keep an eye out on that. I'll definitely update the show. I'll update all of you guys when more information comes out. The next thing that got announced through Aaron Greenberg, he's kind of like one of the heads of the Xbox division. He's talking about the Summer Game Fest that comes out next week. It's literally going to be an hour long of just games. They're not going to talk about anything else. It's just games. They're not going to talk about the price. They're not going to talk about the console. No TV stuff. Nothing like we had at the Xbox One reveal. So keep an eye out on that because they are going to talk about the Halo Infinite campaign. They're going to show it finally. The wait's been ridiculous for this game when it comes to seeing anything about it. I still have a theory that we get the beta sometime that week. Literally nothing has led me to confirm that. There's no rumors, no leaks. I gotta imagine that if they really come out swinging for this hour, the icing on the cake would be, hey, there's a beta after this for this specific game, Halo Infinite, or next month or something like that. So I'm definitely excited to see what happens. I'm excited to see what games get announced. Yeah. So we'll keep an eye out for that. There will 100% be an episode solely based to the Game Fest. So keep an eye out for that because it will be released shortly after that show. I won't wait till Friday to post it. So whenever I record it, it's edited, it's going to be released. And then I'll let everyone know when it's available. So you can expect that at least by Thursday. Nintendo still might be doing a showcase of their own. Like I said before, if they do, we will be talking about it and doing an episode for that as well. And then in a week or two, we will be doing Star Wars episodes 4, 5, and 6. So I hope you guys are excited for those. The Star Wars episode was a ton of fun. We're definitely going to be doing a lot more movies in the future. If you have any movies you want us to talk about, let me know. I'm all ears. Unless it's a movie I hate, then I might do it. I still might do it though. So yeah, thank you guys so much for listening. This is Ryan, and I will catch you guys next time. Bye.